Good morning, my friends. This is your old girl, Melanie Rose, here to share your daily aspects. Today is Friday, September 17, 2021. As you can see, we have a waxing gibbous moon today. The moon will be full on Monday. I invite you to take a moment to consider how far you've come in the execution of your intended goals. There are still a couple of days to make moves and changes. The sun continues in Virgo, helping us focus in to meet the goals we set for the full moon and the coming shift into Libra season. The moon, I didn't make myself much room here, is in Aquarius, giving us a little lift at the end of the week, asking us to lighten up. Okay, I have some ongoing aspects that I want to share with you before we get into today's aspects. In the first place, from yesterday, from 9/16, we had the sun in a Quincunx with Jupiter. And that's in its second of 2 days. This was about the temptation to scrap all your plans and go indulge ourselves, with a warning that it may cause trouble with the people who rely on us. However, at the same time, we're also still experiencing a sun trine aspect with Pluto, and that emphasizes an interest in our work and other projects, and a special boost perhaps in the effectiveness of working well with other people, especially in the work or social spheres. So it looks to me as though there may be a reward in here for the person who resists this temptation. How is that going for everyone? Additionally, we are in day 1 of the 3 to 4 day aspect of Venus square Saturn. That came in early this morning. We reported on it yesterday, though. This speaks, where are we? Venus square to Saturn, 3 to 4 days, and we're on day 1 of that. This aspect speaks to the kind of affinity that holds on a little too tight. If you love someone, set them free is not Saturn's motto, and Venus's leisurely way of receiving doesn't always satisfy Saturn's demands for strict accounting. So perhaps there's some middle ground we can find for the next few days. Try to be kind to your loved ones. So with all of that in mind, we can get into today's aspects. At 11:45, we have, and that's in the AM, the moon going square with Uranus. This is a 2-hour aspect. And the challenging nature of this aspect tells us that we may be feeling a bit bored at this time and not really interested in routines, and that we may feel a little moody about it, especially if we're stuck at work or in some other obligation. This appears to me to be a part of this larger conversation we're having about the urge to run off and do our own thing, and the benefits to be gained from sticking to our routine. The square aspect warns of challenges that will arise if we choose to slack off. So again, I suggest that we all just do what we said we would do and find a way to reward ourselves later. Maybe put it in the plan. Later on that day, in the evening, late in the evening, at 11:18 p.m., we have Mercury making a quincunx with Neptune. Mercury is our planet of thoughts and communication, and Neptune generally expands our scope to include all the mysteries of the universe. So we may find it a little bit difficult to focus in on minutiae at this time, or to communicate clearly about mundane things. Since this is late in the day, as the effects of these ongoing sun transits are starting to fade, this may feel a little like a hangover from trying so hard to stick to the work when we felt called to play. So take it easy this evening if you can. And in fact, this is a 24-hour transit, so take it easy for the next day or so. The moon in Aquarius is encouraging us to lighten up off of our diligence anyway, and I will remind you that we're going into Libra. The sun is going into Libra next week, so we'll be able to sit back and celebrate and relax a little bit. And, you know, oddly enough, the last aspect I have here today is actually at 12:36 a.m. the next day on the 18th in my time. And this is a moon making a trine with Mercury. We just went quincunx, right, with Neptune. So this is your emotional and intuitive self getting along harmoniously with your thoughts and your intellect. So if you choose to stay up late, it may be a good night for scrying. This is giving us a moment or two of even greater clarity than usual. And if you don't choose to stay up late, I'm interested to know what kind of dreams were had under this influence that gathers our inner resources to make things plain. Again, that's about a 2-hour aspect. I also want to tell you about a couple of upcoming astrological events to look forward to. On the 20th, there will be a full moon. In Gemini. Venus will mark a quincunx with Chiron. That should be interesting. And Mars will reach its aphelion, or its furthest distance from the sun, setting us up for the upcoming, as I said, more relaxed sun in Libra, which will commence on 9/22. The sun will transit into Libra. Additionally, that is the autumnal equinox. And the harvest celebration, Mabon. I'm going to make a little pumpkin for you. One last peek into the future for today. Mercury goes retrograde next week on the 26th. So get ready. It will be there until the 10th of October. And there it is, friends. This has been your Daily Aspects, an astrological weather report for the date September 17, 2021. If you feel inspired to share about your experiences or simply have a question, feel free to add to the comments below. Please like my video and subscribe to the Old Girl channel if you haven't already. I'll leave this up for about 30 seconds so that you can peruse it. See y'all tomorrow for more Daily Aspects.